It's nearly that time again to put up the tree, pull out the winter woolies, have a glass of mulled wine by an open fire, eat loads and get fat this month. Also, it's December's PS Plus lineup. So, what do you have in this month's 3 PlayStation Plus games for December 2021, I hear you ask? For the PS4 and PS5, Godfall. Platinum difficulty at 5 out of 10, and it will take approximately 30 to 50 hours to bag yourselves. It's Godfall, a lovely hack and slash with decent looks and plenty of loadout choices to fill your boots until your heart is content. However, the game's storyline does wear thin. You are betrayed and blah 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 blah, you fight a god. Nonetheless, the game can be played solo or in co-op. The repeatable missions take place on 3 open world maps called the Realms, which are nicely dotted with an assortment of enemies to kill, chests to open and resources to gather. A mission will give you a specific goal or target to head towards, but you are free to wander around as you please. Graphically, Godfall does look great with vibrant scenery, character, world and equipment designs. All 3 of its realms, earth, water and air, are truly stunning visually. Throw into the mix large bosses and mini bosses to keep you entertained and keep your mind off why the fire and air boss are in the air realm, because the fire realm perhaps got cut out for the game's launch. All in all, Godfall can be an enjoyable gear-based action and hack and slash game while it lasts, but the grind of the same kind of missions does definitely wear thin. Godfall is great for a bit of fun now and then, gets a decent rating of 6 out of 10. Dip into the dark and twisted depths of Mortel Shell for the PS4. As a platinum difficulty of 6 out of 10, but do keep in mind if you haven't played games like the Dark Souls or Bloodborne, you may feel the game is a lot tougher. It takes approximately 20 to 40 hours. Mortel Shell is the first game made by Sword Symmetry. The game pulls heavily from other influences in the Souls-like genre while bringing some changes of its own, such as class-based ability setup and unique combat mechanics. You begin the game as a wraith-like creature, hopping into the corpses of 4 dead warriors you find scattered across the landscape. A bit like a necromancer hermit crab. Each dead warrior has slightly different playstyles and are known as shells. Upgrading your shells does make the game a little more easier and worth it in the long run. Nothing quite beats using Harden to turn your skin to stone and watching a boss's blow glance off your skin for that one hit, leaving you open for a counter attack. Things like this make the game a little more lighter and seems a lot easier than the Dark Souls games, but still, it's very enjoyable and the dark, macabre world really takes you in. The game is split into 3 distinct zones filled with hidden merchants and weapon upgrades. Mortel Shell will definitely grow on you as soon as you familiar yourselves with it, and it is not as complex as I mentioned as the post-Souls games, but it does make you work for your victories and learn from your mistakes. It's beautifully dark in a tidy and comparatively short package. I'll definitely be doing this one. Mortel Shell gets a mouth-watering 8 out of 10. The third game is for the PS4 and it is LEGO DC Supervillains. A very easy platinum playthrough, 2 out of 10 on the difficulty chart and a standard time of 30 hours to complete. There can be no Batman without the Joker and no Superman without Lex Luthor. LEGO DC Supervillains really dips into the comics and pulls out some of the best supervillains imagined to use in your roster of evil doers from DC's multi-decade history of characters. Not only this, but the game sticks your own custom creation at the centre of the story. In LEGO DC Supervillains, the Justice League has officially gone missing and a group of bad guys show up and call themselves the Justice Syndicate. Sounds pretty similar to Suicide Squad. Anyhow, LEGO games have dipped their toes into character creation in the past, but in Supervillains, your handcrafted bad guy is really at the core of the story. You have a ton of power over the design, cosmetics, and of course your supervillains' powers that affect the gameplay. You could just run around in your undercrackers if you really wanted to, up to you. Anyhow, the game also lets you change your character at any point in the game, so why not get around and wallop some good guys as Harley Quinn, or clear out a room by growing twice the size by switching to Clayface. Just a few examples. Now, just remember, like all the other LEGO games, it will feel like it was created with kids in mind. Combat is simple, puzzles, not really puzzles, they're quite easy, and the plot is very straightforward. Even the jokes are written so that young ones can keep up. The all-star voice cast really does work wonders and elevates the game plenty enough to keep you entertained throughout. I've never really played the LEGO games myself, but I think I will be training up my eldest, as I feel she will really like the game. And forgot to mention, the game is also cooperative too. LEGO DC Supervillains gets a decent 7.8 out of 10. Okay, so all 3 PlayStation games will be available from PS Plus on Tuesday the 7th of December 2021. It's your last chance to bag yourself November's PS Plus lineup, or at least add them to your PlayStation library so you don't lose them and kick yourself in the nuts. First Class Trouble for the PS5, Knockout City for the PS5, Kingdoms of Amalur, Re-Reckoning for the PS4, and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners for the PSVR. All games will be available until 1 minute to midnight on the 6th of December, so make sure you don't miss out. Don't forget to show your support by slapping that thumbs up button, subscribing, hitting that bell icon, staying posted and sharing across social media if you haven't done so already. I'm Bell, AbsinthTears Gaming. Hope you all have a good Crimbo and a happy new year. Laters.